into this election to make sure that we are changing our country. It is not necessarily to make Sifuna president. Ya kwamba kuna vitu lazima viwe pale. Na ndio kwa maana unaona wanalinda mwananchi, wanatembea Kenya mzima.
The former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua is set to announce the opposition Flagbearer after the Olkalau by-elections. Remember, there are some questions that have been lingering around that who may be, and there is something Justin Muturi has said. Remember, some days back, Justin Muturi said that by now they will have announced who is their flag bearer that is in the opposition side. And he has been insisting it. And actually yesterday he spoke about it. And but remember, there is one thing you should know. The former deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, has earlier said that he wants to get anataka kupata maoni ya Wakenya yote, opinions from Kenyans, that is at his residency in Wamunyoro, after which he will forward them to the former president Uhuru Muigai wa Kenyatta to at least go through na pia amuadvise vile ambavyo kunafaa kuwa in 2027. But we know, you know, and I know that Gachagua is eligible. He could never be allowed to fight for presidency in 2027 because he was impeached. That one is a tick, you know, and I know that. So the only people that are eligible to do so, they're just two people. That is Kalonzo Musyoka, the White Patriotic Front, and Dr. Matiang'i, the Jubilee Deputy Party Leader. Those are the only people that are eligible. And Edwin Sifuna, there are three, but Edwin Sifuna, I don't feel whether he's ready for the same. Because he has been saying that not necessarily him, but another person, si lazima ye akue president wa Kenya, no. So they're saying they will unite for a one candidate ticket. What we are waiting to see. Before I continue, please, I want to play you a clip here by Edwin Sifuna saying that he may not necessarily be him, but they'll support whoever who will be given a chance. Before I do that, please kindly, if you're listening to this, if you're watching this, I beg for your subscription and like, because the only way you can support me for this analyzation, the only way you can support Videlis and the Siasa Hub is through your subscription. Kindly consider it. So, I want to play this clip so that you can listen to what Edwin Sifuna said. So, it's not necessary that Edwin Sifuna should be or will be on the ballot. What he's saying, they will support one candidate whom they feel that will do and remove Ruto as earlier as possible.
Mambo ambaye unajua inaitwanga pillars fulani ambazo lazima ziwe pale ili muwe na nafasi ya kushinda uchaguzi. Sisi sio watu wenye kujiingiza kwa vitu tu kwa sababu ati unataka kufurahisha watu. We will go into this election to make sure that we are changing our country. It is not necessarily to make Sifuna president. Ya kwamba kuna vitu lazima viwe pale. Na ndio kwa maana unaona wanalinda mwananchi, wanatembea Kenya mzima. Kenya mzima ili kugauge ile wananchi wako wapi. Unaona? Hatujamaliza bwana. Tumefanya rally 5 mmeanza kusema tutoe rais. That is not what it takes.
Yes.
That is not what it takes, bro. Na tena unajua hata sisi tumejifunza kwamba hizi crowds peke yake si kigezo. Si ati hazina kura. It is not the only measure ya support ambayo uko nayo kwa ground. Kuna vitu ambavyo lazima viwe pale. Unanielewa?
That is it. That is the words of Edwin Sifuna himself, wa Kenya. And by the way, remember, there is a picture that is being painted on the opposition side which shows like Rigiji is the man of the match. He's the one who decides on what the opposition leaders should do. Why is he given that mandate? Because maybe the opposition leaders feel that he has many votes from the mountain. And you know, considering that he's not going to fight, so each and everyone from the opposition, apart from Matiang'i, feels like they'll be friendly to him. And I told you earlier that Rigiji is trying to look for someone whom he can remote control. Someone who he can direct on what to do, someone who will eventually listen to him, someone who he will benefit from. And we know Rigiji is not a good-hearted man. He's not a clean man. We all know that. But because he wants to help us remove Ruto, that is why we are with him. But we know that Rigiji is not a good-hearted man. That is why he wants someone whom he feels like he can remote control, someone like Kalonzo, someone like Kalonzo. Actually, Kalonzo is the only person he's favoring because he feels like he can remote control him at any point, at any time. He will be the man behind Kalonzo. That is why he's preferring to choose Kalonzo as his presidential flag bearer. But remember, Matiang'i is a no-nonsense man. You cannot remote control Matiang'i. If he says this is a no, that is a no. If this is a yes, this is a, and that is the kind of a leader that is needed now in Kenya. That is the kind of a leader that is needed now in Kenya. So there is something Justin Muturi has been repeating several times about having the opposition flag bearer. And I guess let's first listen to Justin Muturi and hear what he said yesterday.
Amesema tulisema tutaketi. Ni kweli tutaketi. Lakini nataka kutoa tahadhari. Nyinyi wa Kenya ndio mnatakiwa kutuweka sisi pressure. Because let us face it. There is need to prepare. Kama mnaenda kwa uchaguzi, ni lazima watu wajitayarishe. Kuzunguka nchi mzima is not a walk in the park. It requires planning. Kwa njia nyingi sana, logistics. Kuna pale wale wanaitwa volunteers. You need to be able to identify them in every corner of the republic. So hata sisi nianze na mimi mwenyewe kujikosoa. We are not being fair to you. We are not being fair to you by remaining silent na kushinda kila wakati tukisema tutawaambia, tutawapatia. Lini? Si mliona pale Amerika wakati hii chama inaitwa Democrat, and it's unfortunate that I am the leader of the Democratic Party in Kenya, but the Democrats in the US, James, see, they delayed. Joe Biden was not in good stand. By the time waliona huyu hataweza, wakaleta Vice President Kamala Harris, it was too late. Even before then, when Senator Bernie Sanders was doing very well, Democrats pia wakarudi wakafanya ukarabati yao pale, wakaleta Hillary Clinton. Again, very late. Kama, if you must prepare, you must plan. You must plan. Namna gani?
He has been fighting for the same. He has been saying we are running out of time to have our flag bearer. So he wants the opposition side to have a flag bearer before this month ends or next month. He's saying that is a sign of seriousness. But if they continue saying, oh, the Ruto will kill the person, as Rigiji said, he's saying, no, that is being cowardized. That's cowardness, according to Justin Muturi. Can we listen to what Rigiji said earlier on about mentioning or having the opposition flag bearer? Can we listen to him? Please consider subscription as I play this video.
Kugawanya United Opposition, kujaribu kutupiganisha. Saa hii wamemulika Matiang'i, wanataka kumuhangaisha. Ati ndio wamutishe ati aende kwa Kasongo. Iko maneno hapo inaitwa waraka, kulikuwa na mambo ya mashamba ambaye koti imesema ililipwa kinyume na sheria. Na wale ambaye walilipa wanatakiwa ati washtakiwe. Sasa wanatisha Fred Matiang'i. Lakini Fred Matiang'i hakuhusika kulipa. Mtu analipa pesa ni principal secretary anaitwa accounting officer. Yule alilipa hiyo pesa ni mtu ya Ruto anaitwa Belio Kipsang. So